Here you go.
I'm going to go ahead and get started broadcasting in just a few minutes, so I'll probably start right around 2:30. So anybody that's getting on right now, just hold on and we will get started very shortly. I'm going to mute us for now.
Okay.
Hey everybody, I see people are getting on. We're going to start in a few minutes, so just hang on for another minute or two. I'm going to mute myself in the meantime. Thanks. Hello, Brandy and everybody up in Syracuse area. I'm going to get started in just a couple more minutes, so just hang on for a second. Okay. All right, you guys, we're about to start. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Julie. We're currently doing a dual launch. I'm in Pennsylvania. Julie's out in California, and Brandy is up in New York. So we're going to be using technology to our advantage today, and I'm going to go ahead, and I know Brandy said she's already gotten to share with you guys why she's starting her business, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be back up there next weekend. And in the meantime, we're going to have Julie present to her family here and tell a little bit about why she decided to start this, and then I'll go ahead and present. So here you go, Julie. Okay. Unmute yourself. Hang on. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, family. And there's Dan. But I guess I'll get started. So basically why I started with Arbonne, I heard about it, I guess it's been almost a year and a half ago. Jenny came up, well, I've heard from Jenny, Daniel's my boyfriend. So Jenny is Daniel's cousin. She pretty much was talking about it. I wasn't really interested, you know, sorry. But I wasn't really interested in it, even though, like, all the products that she was talking about, you know, like, I definitely was interested but didn't think I could do anything like this, especially starting your own business is a little intimidating. But so I guess, like, anyway, so I moved to California. It was a really big move, so I felt like I kind of could do, you know, pretty much anything. And being out here has been tough, especially with getting a job and everything. And Daniel's mom, Julie, so she was the one that pretty much, you know, was talking to Daniel one day and was like, you know, telling him that, like, you know, I should start looking into it a little bit more. So I did, and I, you know, did a bunch of research, and I you know, started talking to Jenny again, and the more and more I talked, like we were talking about it, the more and more I got really interested in it, and, you know, more excited about it. The more information, the more knowledge I learned about everything. It's just, you know, I felt like, you know, this is a great opportunity for me, especially since being in a new state, not really knowing anybody. It's a really good chance for me to meet new people as well. I already have, so that's really cool. I'm getting, like, contacts. I have a few parties coming up with, like, people that, like, I have no idea who they. I mean, I know who they are, but it's a really cool way for me to meet people, especially all the Arbonne consultants out here. I mean, I wasn't surprised, but, like, it's just crazy how much Arbonne is, like, definitely, like, everyone helps each other out. So I met a few people from the Beverly Hills. I went to, like, a Beverly Hills country club. They had an Arbonne meeting there, and it was really, really cool listening to all their success stories. So yeah, I mean, I really got started because I felt like I could do exceptionally well on this. It's definitely products that, you know, I personally use them every single day. I shower in them. I you know, fix my face. Everything. So I really believe in this product. It's made me more happier being part of Arbonne, and especially just using all the products. I've had a really hard time finding a face wash and makeup that I really enjoyed using. I would always have, like, breakouts and everything, and, you know, my face has never been more clear, especially, you know, moving and stress, like, all that stressful stuff. So, but it seems like, you know, like, Arbonne was a little intimidating for me at first, but, you know, everything kind of, like, went into place, and I'm loving what I'm doing. I have a great support system, especially Daniel. He's my boyfriend. Again, Jenny's cousin. But yeah, so no, everything that's, you know, between, you know, moving out here, you know, knowing nobody, not really sure where I'm going in my career. I'm currently taking a year off of college. So getting to start my own business so young, and to love what I'm selling and what I'm talking about is really awesome, especially how young I am. I'm only 20 years old. So, I mean, nothing but great things I feel like are going to come out of this. I already feel like they have. I feel like this came in my life at a great time and place when I was hearing about it. A lot of things happened to me these past couple months, and I feel like this specifically, you know, was brought back up to me at the right time and place. So I feel like, you know, starting this with everything and getting to know people, and especially out here, I've had a really hard time adjusting to California living, but, you know, I've been meeting new people. This is like, especially with all the Arbonne consultants out here, so it's definitely been a journey so far, and I know nothing but good things are happening, and that's why, you know, I'm sharing it with everyone, all of you, because I love you, and I know you guys are excited to, you know, hear about exactly what I'm doing, and, you know, Jenny has more to talk about with everything, more like, I guess, whatever, but so yeah, so that's my little story. So yeah, back to Jenny.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah.
Okay, now mute yourself. No. Okay. Okay, all right. So hopefully everybody can see me and hear me okay. We just got a new guest in, so we're just settling in. Hi, I'm Jenny. So anybody on the other side, if there's any issue with connection or hearing, text me. I have my phone next to me, and we'll go ahead and get started. So, hi, my name is Jenny, and I am currently an area manager with Arbonne, and I'm a regional vice president qualification. And you guys here today, and you guys online up in New York, are learning a little bit about what it is that Julie and Brandy are doing. This is definitely a big decision on their part. And what you're going to learn about today is the quality of the products that Arbonne has to offer. And you're also going to learn about how this business works. We are word-of-mouth business, so whether this is something for you or not, I urge you to listen with an open mind, because this may be for somebody in your life that you do know of, and this could really benefit them in a lot of different ways. So I do like to share a little bit about myself. We all have different reasons, and we all are different ages. We're all different careers. We live all over the country, all over the world. So everybody honestly has their own reasons of why they decided this was something that was for them. As you learned, Julie, she's young. Her and Daniel just moved across the country away from family, and she saw this as an opportunity to meet new people. I know Brandy and Amy, they're related, and their family, and they're really looking to change their lives and have that time flexibility and financial flexibility that this business offers. So my story, I've been doing Arbonne for almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in May. And I was not looking for this at all. This was not something ever on my radar. I had been approached by some people before about different network marketing companies. I had a really antiquated view of what that even meant. I honestly thought I was going to be slinging lipstick samples at people and going door to door. And that's, you know, that's the way it used to be, but not anymore. And I was not a product person either. I was in the environmental remediation industry, so I was working outside in boots and jeans and a t-shirt every day around contaminated heating oil and gasoline. So it really, this business from the outside perspective was a lipstick business. And while that might have been something for some people, I was not interested in selling lipstick. So fast forward, I actually learned about this opportunity through a good friend, Maria Spillane, who is currently a regional vice president in Arbonne, and I was invited to her house for a facial party, and at that time I was working outside all the time, so I thought, okay, I'll go get a free facial, and I'll go catch up with my friend. I hadn't seen her in a year, and she had started her Arbonne business. I didn't know that she had started a business. I thought I was just going to get a free facial from somebody, and what I had seen is that within less than a year of her having her Arbonne business, she was able to replace her teaching income within 4 months, and she was able to be a stay-at-home mom with her son. And she did all of that when she was working over 70 hours a week. So she had her own teaching career. So she's a musician, so she taught music. So she had rehearsals and recitals. She had her own music career afterwards. She had 2 part-time jobs because they were barely surviving. Her husband had his own business that she was helping manage, and they had this new baby boy in their life, and they never got to see him. So she knew something had to change, and she was able to make that change, building this business, even though she was working a ton. And that's why this is the kind of business that really anybody can do, and it fits into the nooks and crannies of your life. So me, similar to Julie actually, I was new to New Jersey. I was working with a bunch of men in the field, so it was not a place where I was going to find my new best friends. I'm not going to ask like Charlie the excavator guy to come over and have a glass of wine with me. So I personally saw this as an opportunity to have something to talk to people about once again. And I was also passionate about, you know, how we take care of our bodies. I saw this as something that I really could educate people on, because at the end of the day, when people come to an event like this, they're educated. And so I have absolutely loved what I'm doing. My vision for what this business could do has grown exponentially. I mean, I really had no clue what I was in for, which I think most people don't really understand. So you're going to really learn a lot about how this really works and how this can fit into your life. So I will go ahead and share with you guys the compensation plan. This is where we start. Of course, everybody likes to make a little extra money. I really wasn't sure what that was going to be for me. Brandy should have this at her house to be presenting, hopefully, to you guys. But the first level of management is a district manager. District managers make an average of $1,200 a month, and this is based on part-time hours. Then the next level, area manager, which is where I'm currently at. Area managers make an average of $3,000 to $5,000 a month, still based on part-time hours. And at this level, the business comes willable to your family. And this level is really important to a lot of people because basically we produce passive and residual income in our business. So this means that God forbid something were to happen in your life, that everything that comes into your business after you're gone will come to your family. And not only to you, not only to your kids, but to their kids and to their kids. So in the meantime, my scenario that I like to say is that I'm going to be healthy and beautiful because I use Arbonne, and I'm going to live until I'm like 100 years old. And even then, we have the ability to leave a legacy to our family. Most people retire broke or in debt, and we're no longer on this planet. Our company is not going to continue paying that income that that person would have been making. So the area manager level is a level that a lot of people like to achieve. The next level is regional vice president. I'm currently in qualification for region, which is very exciting. And regional vice presidents make an average of $8,000 to $10,000 a month. This is still based on part-time hours. And we also get a cash allowance towards a free Mercedes-Benz. So the only requirement is that it's white because we stand for pure, safe, and beneficial, but you can whichever one you want. And when you promote somebody to the regional vice president level in your business, you actually get a life insurance policy through Arbonne as well. So they really like to take care of us. They realize that we are growing leaders and empowering people to take care of themselves and of their lives. So they really look out for us in that way. And then the last level is national vice president. National vice presidents make an average of $35,000 a month. This is still based on part-time hours. And some do make a little less, but some do make up into the six figures. So I will tell you, these first three levels, or these last three levels rather, did not make sense to me. I literally, when I heard the presentation, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, there's probably 3 people at the top, and there's probably maybe 10 cars on the road. So my vision really stuck around the district manager area, which is really great. I mean, that could be anywhere from a couple $100s to a couple thousand. So I just thought realistically, I didn't know anybody. I wasn't a product person. I wasn't good at talking in front of people. So I didn't think this would be something I'd be very fast with. However, we have a very easy system of success, and if you're coachable, then you can succeed very quickly in this business. And so with me, I literally had like 3 friends up here when I started my business that were girls, and they came to my launch, and I ended up promoting not only to the first level of management, but ended up promoting to the second level of management within 6 weeks of my business. So very quickly I learned that this level was within arm's reach, and so is this. And I can tell you that as far as Mercedes-Benz on the road, there are thousands. In our success line alone, there are several hundred. And the people at the top of the company, I've been in personal contact with over 20, 30 people at the top of the company, and they're all normal human beings that are extremely empowering and extremely giving people, and that's the kind of community that we have. And it's not about the money at the end of the day, it's the relationships that we have, and by having more money, that's just the more that we can give back. And that's really something that took me a while to get comfortable talking about the money aspect, because I'm like, well, I'm not a greedy person, I'm not materialistic, but for me, this means choices, this means options, this means financial freedom, and it means not having to worry about taking time off of work if I have to take time off of work for something. So that's really what this really means to all of us. So now a little bit about the company. Arbonne is a 35-year-old health and wellness company. We are based out of Arbonne, Switzerland. We are 100% Swiss formulated and botanically based. We are the first company of our kind to be certified carbon neutral by UPS, so that means all of our packaging, we're post-consumer packaging, we use soy-based ink, We everything from our protein shakes, they used to come in a container, now they come in bags. Our catalogs have gotten smaller. The boxes that they ship the products in are smaller. So we really want to make as little impact on the earth as possible, which I think is great. They're constantly forward-thinking and really trying to be the best that we can be in every aspect. The next part is that we're pH correct and hypoallergenic. We are certified gluten-free and vegan, and we have been for 35 years. So that's something that, 35 years ago, people didn't know what that even meant. People didn't really care. It is in our mission statement to be pure, safe, and beneficial, and that is going to be the way that we continue to be. Our founder, Peter Mork, he realized that what goes on our skin goes directly into our bloodstream, into our liver within 26 seconds. So that's why it's almost more important of what goes on our body than what we're actually consuming, because this is literally going into our organs and throughout our bodies. So we are pediatrician, dermatologist, and ophthalmologist tested and approved. We're approved by the American Cancer Society and the American Modeling Association, and those two typically don't go together. And we are also recently certified non-GMO, and so that is something that a lot of people are looking for, and all of our nutrition products are a low glycemic index product. So what this means is anybody with a blood sugar issue, they can drink our protein shakes or use our nutrition products and not worry about that spike in their blood sugar.
What about gluten-free?
Yeah, we're gluten-free. Gluten-free, vegan, soy-free. And the thing that's really nice is that we have been so impressive with our nutrition line that the Mayo Clinic has recently paired with Arbonne, specifically in regards to our nutrition line. So now on our website, you can actually go online, and the Mayo Clinic has special articles featuring what we're doing and different healthy living topics to really help you have that healthy lifestyle, because that's really the bottom line. That's why we're not considered a personal care company or a cosmetics company. We're considered health and wellness, because that is our #1 mission, is to make sure you're putting something on your body that's beneficial. Like our skincare products are considered topical vitamins. Like that's like really cool. So the next part of this was the fact that, like, and this is where for products, for me, it started to make sense, because like I said, I wasn't really using a ton, but we are currently following what's called the European Union Cosmetics Directive, and this bans over 1,400 toxins and chemicals from being used in our formulations, while in the United States there are currently only 10 that are banned. So that didn't totally surprise me, because it's very similar to the food labeling laws. There's really not any regulations. People think that the FDA regulates, and they don't. And so the thing is that people are becoming a lot more educated. They want to have a good quality product. They want something that's safe for them. And so the fact that we've been doing it for 35 years and we've been gluten-free and vegan for 35 years, people get really excited about that. And the fact that we're unregulated in the United States, literally whatever they want to put on a product, whatever they want to put in it, there's no regulation or laws as far as how much that they can put in that product. So I'm going to go over some of the main ones. I won't go over 1,400. But the first one is mineral oil. Mineral oil is a byproduct. My aunt's looking at me because she used to use Vaseline. Hopefully still don't. She used to use Vaseline to take her makeup off. But that's pure mineral oil. But yeah, mineral oil is a byproduct of the petroleum industry. You have crude oil, you distill it, you get gasoline on one side, and you get mineral oil on the other. It's literally the sludge in the bottom of the barrel. So things like the Vaseline in the jars, things like baby oil, that is pure mineral oil. They put it in our products, in our personal care products.
It's in baby things too.
Absolutely, everything, yeah. And that's the thing is, when you buy a product, at least 30 to 60% of it's going to be mineral oil.
That's bad for you.
Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, and the reason it's good for these companies, these gasoline companies, it's super cheap to sell it to these companies versus paying to get rid of it in an environmentally safe way. It would literally be billions of dollars to get rid of it in an environmentally safe way. And then the other flip side is these cosmetic companies, there might be something really good in your product, but they don't want to use all of it because then it'd be expensive. So they end up actually, getting the mineral oil put in there as a filler so they can cheapen the quality of their product and save money and make more profit. So the reason you don't want mineral oil is because it's an occlusive toxin. So it acts like saran wrap around your skin. It keeps anything good from going in and anything bad from coming out. So anything that's in your body is not going to be detoxified properly. We do know skins are our largest organ on our body, so if you're shutting that down, then everything that's in your body is staying there. You're increasing your chances of neurological disorders, of getting cancer, of being sick, just a weakened immune system. And then you're wasting your money, basically, because you think that you're getting a good quality product, and you're actually not because you have all of these fillers. So something else you want to look out for is parabens. The United States is currently one of the only countries that still uses parabens in their formulations, and it's a known carcinogen. It's been directly linked to breast cancer tumors. Every breast cancer tumor clinically tested has been found with multiple parabens. This is a preservative that allows you to have the products in a warehouse for 20, 30, 40 years at a time.
So what's parabens in?
Everything,
Really?
literally. And there's multiple types. Ethyl paraben, polypropyl paraben, methyl paraben. I think there's like
So all the parabens.
there's like 6 or 7, I think, total, and I usually have not seen any less than 3 in a product. And once again, they've been directly linked to breast cancer tumors, and I think most recently to uterine cancer or cervical cancer, one of the two, but somewhere in the female reproductive system. So it's banned almost everywhere else except the United States and a couple of third world countries. So stay away from parabens. There's no reason for us to have products in a warehouse for 30 years that you're supposed to be consuming within 3 to 6 months. And then a couple of the other ones, formaldehyde is the #1 known preservative in every single product out there. Of course, it's not labeled because there's no labeling laws, and even if they do try to label it, they put the individual ingredients that are formaldehyde-forming compounds that when they're put in the product and combined, they're actually acting as a preservative. So people aren't going to actually tell you that. Sorry, I just got a text. But they're not going to tell you that it's in there because they don't have to. So, and then there's things like lead in lipstick. The darker the color, the longer the lasting. That just means there's more lead in the lipstick. You're going to be consuming that. That's going to be ingested if you wear it regularly. That's a neurotoxin and a heavy metal. You don't want to have that in your body. Then you also have talc in your powders, in your face powders, and your baby powders. That's been linked directly to lung cancer rates in non-smokers. So basically, this is the scary.
Baby powder's bad?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I use it all the time.
I use it every day.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, is it is, and that's people don't always know, and there's no public knowledge because people they don't want you to find out. Slowly but surely, and of course it's kind of the law of attraction in that, like, now that I've been doing this, there's articles left and right, whether it's online, whether it's like mainstream TV, mainstream media, people are talking about the fact that toxins are directly linked to cancer rates. And so the good news is people are finding out and they are educating themselves. And now when they find out that there's options out there for them, then that's where it really gets important. So the next part that I like to talk about is people see the quality of the products, they hear the compensation plan, so then they want to know where does Arbonne rank to what's already out there, because there's obviously a million options. There's already tons of different things. So there's 3 different levels of personal care products. The first level is American Beauty. So embarrassingly enough, that's the lowest. But that's going to be your Walgreens, your Walmart, your CVS. That's going to probably have the most preservatives sitting in warehouses for a couple of decades. And then the next level is your premium quality, and that's going to be your specialty nutrition stores or your department stores. So that's going to be your Estee Lauder, your Clinique, your Lancome. And people ask, if it's a European brand, is that something that's going to be pure like Arbonne? And unfortunately, if it's sold in the United States, it is going to be a cheaper formulation than what you're going to get in Europe. And that's just the reality. Because they can get away with it, then they will. Like, I have a friend, she's going to be using her products in her salon. She gets facials. She thought she was using a really high-quality product because it's from France. But then I looked at the products, and there was 3 different types of parabens and 2 types of mineral oil. And that's the reality, is while the company in France is a high quality and they don't have parabens, they're Swiss formulated. They follow the European Union Cosmetics Directive. In the United States, they don't have to do that.
What about bare minerals?
Yeah, that's going to have stuff too. It's not as bad. It's not as bad, but it's
That's what I use.
yeah. And then the last level is an ultra premium quality product, and the ultra premium quality is typically Swiss formulated, usually 100% pure, but it's usually really hard to find, like a boutique or appointment only. And when you find it, it's something like $200 for something like an eye cream. So we are actually an ultra premium quality, which most people have never experienced. And I know, like, I was using Dove soap before I used Arbonne. Like, literally, I wasn't using anything fancy at all.
Dove soap's
So,
bad?
yeah, oh yeah. And you get the instant results. People see results within 2 to 3 days from our products. Yeah, because they're an ultra premium quality. But then they're priced below the premium price point, and that's because we're a network marketing company. So this is the part that I really like to talk about, because I know for me, like I said, I wasn't looking for this. This was not something I expected to get involved in, but it's something that's really important. So network marketing is one of the oldest business models to date. It's also one of the most misunderstood industries. But that being said, is the #1 growing industry in the entire world right now. And that is a fact. And there's more millionaires in the world as a direct result of network marketing than in any other industry. And here's the thing, is network marketing is two different things. The first thing is word of mouth, and that's what we do. Every single human being does network marketing on a daily basis. We talk about our favorite coffee shop in town, our favorite pair of shoes, who's the best hairdresser in town, and based off of that, yeah, and that's what it is. And you know, I'm not getting paid, unfortunately, to recommend my favorite type of wine. You know, I'm not going to get a case of wine show up every time I tell somebody they should drink it. I'm not getting a free haircut every time that they find out somebody's been referred. So the difference is, I shower, I use all of these products. This is all I use, is all Arbonne. And I have the ability to share it with people, and if they decide to use it, Arbonne pays me for that. And I also can teach and train other people to do the exact same thing. That is the only difference. And because one of the reasons that network marketing is the business model of the 21st century is because of technology and because of social media and the ability to literally have global access within seconds. Whereas 20 years ago, we had billboards and magazines and commercials. That's kind of where you got your feel for things. But, you know, they might be entertaining to us, but I'm not going to go and look at a billboard to find out what makeup I should use. I'm not going to go and wait for a commercial to find out what insurance I should use. You're going to ask your friends, or you're going to go online. You know, you think about stuff like the iPhone 6. Like, once again, I'm not a techie person, but the iPhone 6, within minutes of it being released, you can go online, and there's reviews all over the world about what you like about it, what you don't like about it. So, once again, that's where we're not paying for advertising, but people talk about it, and we get free advertising. I mean, we've been featured in magazines, and we've been featured in different productions for free, but it's through word of mouth that people have found out about us and that we've gotten so popular. So I apologize. We have a couple people coming in real quick. That's fine. I'm going to pause 1 second. Hold your horses, just so I don't get distracted because I forget things that I'm saying. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just like. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's pretty much all mineral oil.
Yes.
Okay. One more second.
I have to look at all their face stuff because I'm really curious at what they use, like for your lips and everything. You know? Especially for your lips. How do you keep your lips moist, like in this kind of weather? There's
different types. There's.
Besides mineral oil, you know what I mean? Besides.
Mineral oil actually it gives you a false impression of being moisturized, but it's actually sucking out the moisture. They've actually done studies on runners that would use lotion before they would run just their regular routine, and they would get dehydrated and sick much quicker because it was keeping them from detoxifying.
My daughter-in-law, she uses plastic, and she uses it constantly. I know she always has to have her lips.
Yeah.
Is that an addiction or, you know? So,
okay, one more minute.
Sorry for the interruptions here.
No, not at all. We have snacks coming.
That's important.
Okay.
I'm a good talker and I would do whatever. It's way too much to remember in my mind.
I'll tell you later.
You know, when you get that enthusiastic about something, you believe in something, you're going to. I can see how, you know.
Yeah.
I could be drawn into this very easily. Because I was just saying that was like one of my main goals I gave my husband passed away. I want to be healthy and financially safe in my life. You know. Absolutely. So I was telling Julie, I said I want to get into this.
Hello. Hi. I'm gonna get restarted here in a minute.
Get in. Get.
I know.
Hi.
What?
So good to see you. She's on the internet.
Yes, I'm broadcasting to people up in New York.
Oh, how nice.
And Julie's watching from California.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Julie. Daniel's mom. That's my best friend.
I met you before.
Yeah. It's too wide.
Now we're prepared for the next snowstorm.
Yes.
Now we're good.
Well, we forgot the bread, milk, and the eggs.
Okay. All right. Now I'll go ahead and go on just so that these people can get their thing going on. But yeah. So once again, network marketing, word of mouth. The second part of that is the second part of network marketing is alternate distribution system. When you're paying for a product at a traditional retailer, only about 2% of what you pay goes into the quality of the product, and the remaining 98% goes over the overhead. That's the warehousers, your wholesalers, your retailers, your multi-trillion dollar industry of advertising. Like Halle Berry gets paid $50 million to endorse Revlon. Like, we don't think she's going into Walmart to buy her eyeshadow. So
yeah, very much.
yeah. So instead of paying, you know, millions, if not billions of dollars to these celebrities, to billboard ads, to commercials, to magazines, that's why we have such a high quality product, because we put it back into our quality. We put it back into our formulation, and we put it back into the compensation plan. That's why we're able to get paid so well. We have really affordable products for people that want to use them, and then at the same time, they're not having to pay all these celebrities all this extra money. So then the next part is the 4 key factors of network marketing. Because network marketing is the #1 business model, they're actually teaching universities all over the United States about network marketing specifically, and they're talking about the 4 key factors of network marketing. And basically, if you're going to get involved in a company, they say that they should have at least one of the 4 key factors. So the first key factor of network marketing is a consumable product. When you have a consumable product, you're going to use it over and over again, and you're going to keep purchasing it. So you use your shampoo. We provide personal care products. We don't provide a niche market. We don't provide a niche product. This is stuff you're already using. And when people find a quality of product like this that they can afford, that they really love, they're going to buy it over and over again. And over time, you're going to have that passive and residual income. And what that means, residual income, means even when you're not actively working your business, you're getting paid. So I have people having events that are on my team that are doing events today in New Jersey and other parts of Pennsylvania. We're all going to get paid on that, even though I'm here doing something in Pennsylvania and then up in Syracuse. So that's what residual means. The other part of that is marketplace demand. When you have marketplace demand, you literally have every single person on the planet can use our products. You don't want to limit yourself to one type of product. You don't want to limit yourself to one sex. You don't want to just sell to men or just to women. Men and women do Arbonne. My brother finally started his business. He's been watching me for a long time. I actually got introduced to Maria through my brother, and he finally realized it was the right time for him to get started. And he might mostly be focused on the nutrition aspect because that's his background, and he obviously isn't using makeup or fancy skincare, but he realizes the importance of marketplace demand, because I'm not going to just sell jewelry to females of maybe one type, and that's considered a luxury item. When you have something like personal care products, the truth is I'm going to run out of my milk and my eggs and my bacon before I run out of my shampoo. I'm not going to be in my shampoo and 3 weeks later telling myself I have to go buy it. So you combine that with marketplace demand, you literally have every single person that can be part of your business or can use your products. Then the third key factor is where I get really excited, and that's timing and trends. Timing and trends are huge. We have a health and wellness industry that is going to be the next trillion-dollar industry in the entire world, while network marketing is currently #1. Then you pair that with the home-based business boom. As we know, there's several hundred, if not several thousand companies out there, but Arbonne truly is the only company that I've seen that has all 4 key factors, and we're literally predicted to increase anywhere between 600 to 700% between now and 2020. And I do get questions. People ask me, okay, well, where do you compare to Mary Kay and Avon? They'll say, you know, I've used this. This is what I used to use. I used to sell it. Like, where does that compare? And the thing is they've been around for over 60-plus years, both of those companies. They are currently a household name. So they're in over 100 countries apiece. And if I can guarantee you, if I asked 100 people, like, have you ever heard of Mary Kay or Avon, they would have heard of at least of one, if not both of those companies. Arbonne, we're still only about 1% awareness, especially in the Northeast, which is huge. That means we're wide open. And that's why we're poised to have such massive growth. The growth that companies like Mary Kay and Avon experienced over 60-plus years, Arbonne is predicted to experience within 6 years. We're predicted to grow 600 to 700% between now and 2020. And this is an LRI industry report that was released this past fall. So this is something that comes out to the public. It's based on network marketing. It's a really big deal. So in the meantime, the other side of that is the health and wellness industry. The health and wellness industry is a really big industry. It is, like I said, the next multi-trillion-dollar industry. Everything's gluten-free. Everything's vegan. Everybody's really looking to take care of themselves. We're living a lot longer, and we don't want to wait until we're sick to find out what's wrong. We want to take care of ourselves now. And our faces are everywhere. We have internet. We're doing videos. We're doing Facebook. We're doing Twitter. Like, your faces are everywhere, and why not look good and feel good about yourself and be putting products on your skin that not only work, but they're really high quality. And then that together is really where we're getting excited, because we're about to undergo one of the largest global expansions that network marketing has ever seen. We are currently only in 5 countries. We're in the United States, Canada, Australia, the United Kingdom, and Poland as of last year, and we're going into Taiwan this year, and then multiple countries at a time after that. So the fact that we're going to expand, like, that's why we're considered a ground floor Google. We're at the bottom of a wave and we're about to blow up. We are in countries where people haven't heard of us yet, and there's literally zero competition in the market from what Arbonne has to offer. There's literally not a single company, whether it's network marketing or mainstream, that competes with the quality of products that we have and the business model that we have. So that's why we have such a massive growth predicted. And you might not know anybody in any of those countries, but eventually somebody on your team will. You'll have my aunts from Poland, or my cousin studied abroad in Taiwan, and all of a sudden you could be asleep while you have a team on the other side of the world building their business. Or we're snowed in the Northeast, and luckily we now have internet and things like this to connect us. However, even if you can't go out of your house, people on the West Coast, like Julie, can be driving around in the sun building her business while I'm here shivering in the cold. So we do not have limits in this business. We can build our business anywhere. You do not have a special area where you can only sell your products. You can build your business anywhere. And so I might be moving. I can move anywhere I want, and my team is still connected with me. And I can have friends or family out of state or out of country, and they can still be part of my business. So then the last key factor of network marketing is where this really starts to make sense on how to build this business. So there are a couple different ways. The biggest thing is people ask about parties, and I'm from the South, so I like home parties. I like to meet people. I like to be able to show you products in person and to pamper you. But that being said, a lot of people don't have time to do that, or they don't have any interest in having parties or presentations. So that being said, we offer full-size kits of our products to pass out to people and try. This is what we call a results approach. So to me, I was really, one of the things that turned me off about network marketing when I didn't really know about it was the fact that I thought I was going to have to be a salesperson, and I said I can never be a salesperson. First of all, I associate it with being dishonest, which I'm not a dishonest person. But then I realized, well, I network market every day. I use these products. I can sincerely tell you what I like about products and what I've learned by trying them out and having other people try the products. So this might be what I use. It might be my favorite product, but I'm going to say, hey, this is one of my best lines. I would absolutely love for you to try it for a few days. Why don't we meet up on Wednesday for a glass of wine? You can tell me what you loved about it. In the meantime, here's my business card with a pre-recorded phone call on the back. I know you said you're looking for another part-time job, but honestly, why not pick up something that has endless financial possibilities and it fits into your life and not somebody else's? And that's all it takes. So if you're a busy person, when somebody tells me they're busy, I say that's better, because you have that much more people you're around, you're good at scheduling things, and you can literally fit it into the nooks and crannies. That's why my sponsor, Maria, was able to build her business so big despite the fact she was working 70-plus hours a week. These products speak for themselves. And we like to give it our anti-aging line because it is one of our best lines, but I can give it out to a guy if he wants some of the nutrition products. If somebody just had a baby, I can give them a baby line. But the point is they're getting complimented by us giving them the product versus me just throwing a catalog in their face telling them to order something to support my business. And when you want to put it in a time perspective, say you only have 10 hours a week to put into your business, you find 4 people to do exactly what you're doing, that's going to be over 50 hours of work I'm getting paid on still for only putting in 10. And then they're all going to want the same. They're going to get 4 people putting in 10 hours. That's over 210 hours that I'm getting paid on still for only putting in 10. So once again, that's where passive and residual income comes in, because over time, we're all just we're showering. Like, people in a household income, they spend about an average of $150 a month on personal care products. Once again, this is something you're already using. So when you do that, and over time you have enough people that just love the product and purchase, you get that paycheck over and over again. So kind of to sum it all up, we are internet-based. Everything is shipped from the manufacturer to the person's doorstep. There's no stocking and delivering. Yeah, we could not stock and deliver if we wanted to. Since we have safe ingredients, our products typically expire within 1 to 2 years of opening them. So we could not have a closet full of something. Plus, we have over 400 products. There's no way to tell what somebody might be interested in your area to where, you know, I could stock up on 20 bags of protein powder but not find somebody to buy all 20 bags for, you know, a couple months. So everything is shipped directly to the person, typically within 3 to 4 days, which is super fast. And then really, it is a lot of information to take in, but the long and short of what we do is we just redirect our household spending. I wasn't a big spender before my business, so I was going to Target, but when I don't go to Target anymore. Instead of supporting somebody else's corporation and somebody else's vacation home and another company that doesn't care whether or not I get cancer, I'm actively choosing to shop from my own store. We get massive tax deductions when you have your own home-based business, which is really nice. And then, we really just have an amazing community, like Julie said, like we are in a business for ourselves, but we're not by ourselves. And that is something that was able to help me be successful and decide that I could do this because Maria was there to help me build my business when I started. And that's why, even though I'm not physically with Julie or physically with Brandy right now, I'm able to support them by presenting to everybody that's able to watch and learn. And just through me presenting like this, that's how they're going to learn, eventually be able to do it themselves. We have world-class training on our website. When you become a consultant, literally everything that you can possibly imagine is there, from videos to PDFs that you can print off. This is not something where you have to reinvent the wheel. I'm not super tech savvy. I'm not good with creating documents and fancy things like Google Hangouts. This is like actually pretty easy. But that's one thing that I really liked as well, is I'm the person representing the company, however they're doing all the footwork for me. We're about to get our own free websites, which is really great, so people can directly be linked to us, and I don't have to do anything. I'm not creating my own website. I'm not paying somebody to create it. Arbonne is providing it for us, so it's a really nice community. So the 4 ways to get involved. There are 2 ways to purchase. The first way is as a client, and the second way is as a preferred client. Preferred clients pay $20 one-time fee. You get a 20% discount for a full calendar year off of all of your purchases, and there's no minimum. So if you buy something today and then you wait 6 months, you still get 20% off. You have the ability to get up to 50% off of everything that you want within your first month. And this is a lot of details, so don't memorize them. We'll help you out with the discounts. You also get a free gift with your first $150 value purchase of a $50 value. And then you also earn money towards your next purchase on top of your discount when you spend $150 or more. So Arbonne really appreciates the fact that you're making the active decision to choose our products versus something else, so they really want to help you make it even more affordable than it already is. And the fact that you don't have to go anywhere and it's shipped directly to you is even more exciting. Plus, you get your own PIN number. We like shopping online. Not everybody wants, not everybody likes to call, you don't want to have to call your friend up on the phone or wait to talk to Jenny or make sure Julie's on the right time. She's 3 hours behind. Instead of having to worry about getting in touch with that person, you have your own ID number, so you can order on your own. We're here for your customer service. We're here to tell you about the newest products that have come out. But that being said, if you just want to go online and order on your own, it's still attached to me. So that's where you get more passive and residual income, because I've gotten paychecks where I've had multiple preferred clients have ordered, and I didn't even talk to them that month. But they're still ordering because they love it. And then the third way to get involved, and this is a great way that you can support your friends and your family, is by hosting. And I don't even like calling them parties. I like to call them presentations, as we see even today. It's laid back. You don't have to have anything crazy. You don't have to have like specialty cocktails and decorations. Literally, you can have a kitchen table and a bottle of wine. Today is a launch, as far as you guys up there and here as well. This is very educational and informational. We have products for you guys to try afterwards. You can literally touch, smell, try anything you want afterwards. But the types of presentations that we can have, if you were to host as yourself and get your friends around the table, we can do an ultimate facial. The ultimate facial was designed by a master esthetician in California. It's a $150 value that they're going to get for free. We do mud masks and margaritas, martinis and makeup, just some fun ways, Yeah. And then, I don't know, martinis and makeup might be bad, I don't know. And then a nutrition presentation. We do have a 30 Days to Fit nutrition program. I absolutely love it. I'm actually about to start another program next month with my brother. And my parents, I think, are going to get involved. And we're going to be all together. There's a Facebook group. We're all accountable. So we really pump each other up. And it's not a diet. It is just really helping you kind of reset your lifestyle and get back on track. So those are all different presentations. When you host, and so you're going to get the rewards for hosting. When you host, you get up to 80% off of everything that you want.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so, and you're also helping the person that you're hosting for get in front of another network of people. But it's once again something Arbonne provides to thank you for allowing us into your home. And once again, you get to try all the products, and your friends leave feeling really great, regardless if they buy anything. They get to try the products. And then the last way to get involved, it's of course my favorite, is as a consultant. And as a consultant, we make a 35% commission on any sales direct to us. We make a 15% commission on any preferred clients. We have the ability to make a cash bonus at every single management level. When you get to district manager and above, you start getting paid on your own purchases as well. I don't know why they do that, but I will take that. And once again, this is a business where you are in it for yourself but not by yourself, and I'm not going to be successful until I help other people become successful. And so the way Arbonne actually pays for us is that actually once you start promoting to levels of management, they recognize that you have started empowering people to become leaders and to become independent. So they start paying you an override percentage of what your whole entire team sales is. So these numbers add up as you go. So right now I'm an area manager. I make up to 14% of what my whole entire team sales on top of my own direct sales. So that's where those commission levels really start to make sense. And once again, everybody has the exact same opportunity to do the exact same. There's no limit on how many people you can have on your team. There's no limit to how wide you can build it. There's no limit to what you can make. And you start getting paid from day one. So, and then lastly, we have incentive trips. Arbonne released a 35-year anniversary cruise this year, and I'm going to be taking my boyfriend to a cruise on the Bahamas for 7 days, paid for by Arbonne. Yeah, and like that's just for doing what I'm doing. And like we have our global training conference in Vegas every year, and I just earned my registration for free. Yeah, and Julie's going to be there, and Daniel maybe. So it'll be a really, really good time. So I think that's really it. I'm going to close with 2 questions. And then everybody there, I'll say goodbye to you guys, and we can all reconnect in a little bit. But the 2 questions that were asked of me that really kind of got my wheels turning as far as was this something I wanted to do. I mean, I was not looking for this. I literally thought I was going to go get some dirt off of my face, and I left with the business. I literally jumped in that night. I'm a really big overthinker, but something in my gut told me that I needed to do this. And the 2 questions that were asked was, if you continue doing what you're doing right now, where do you see yourself, especially financially? And if something were to happen to the main source of your income, how long could you last on what you have saved? And these are questions that obviously we don't really like to sit around and think about because they're scary. And for me, I was working in the environmental remediation industry. It's a good field in New Jersey. It's like we're one of the top states in the country as far as regulations, but I was not happy, and I also did not want to give myself cancer by inhaling those fumes on a daily basis. So this came into my life at a time where I was seeing like I was not saving money. I was just making enough to pay my bills. I was surviving, not thriving, and there's no reason that none of us are not able to thrive in our lives. And this is something that actually can happen. This is something that some people jump into, like myself. I thought I was just going to get a discount and maybe make a couple $100s to help pay off student loans. Very quickly I realized that this is significant income, and it can be as big or as little as I want it to be. And you get in it, or you get out of it rather, what you put in it. So at some point, some people did it as a hobby, and then they turned their plan B into a plan A. Maria thought she was doing this as a hobby, and she knew layoffs were coming, and she knew she was a music teacher. She was probably going to get laid off. That's when she called her sponsor and said, hey, I want to go ahead and take this business seriously. I need to replace my teaching income. And she did that within 4 months. So once again, it's really whatever you want, and it's inevitable. This is not something I say you sign on and you get rich tomorrow and you're making $1 million. However, it's inevitable that if you stick with it and you're coachable and consistent over time, that you will get to the top of the company. And right now, the fact that we are going global and we are about to grow up to 600% in the next 6 years, I say you're in the right place. So thanks again, everybody up there. I hope it was good viewing from home. Thanks, Julie. We'll connect with you in just a little bit. I'll dial you back in. And Brandy, let me or Maria know if you have any questions. So thanks again. Okay, yay.